Okay, folks, I'm getting this on TikTok. This is of a lady whose, I guess, boyfriend, husband, not sure, significant other, anyways, is saying that his or her significant other was nearly trapped in Ukraine after trying to flee. He was a volunteer over there from, I guess, USA. And when the bombing happened over in western Ukraine yesterday, they tried to flee and they were nearly stopped at the border by Ukrainian officials or soldiers or whatnot, despite the fact that they were all over the volunteers subreddit and in other places. They were talking about how people could leave at any time if they didn't want to stay, and they were trying to keep her in. So let's listen in on this.
Hey guys, I have an update on Henry and also some really important information. Today, when I woke up, Henry told me that he was going to be trying to get to Poland because the area he was in was under attack and they were losing way too many people and it wasn't looking good. So, as a last ditch effort, him and a few people decided to flee and head for the border. They were shot at. They were able to get to the border safely, but when they got to the border, they were informed that any foreign volunteers, if they're recognized as volunteers, the Ukrainian government was sending them back against their will to the front lines. And basically, that the government had been lying about letting people leave if they came to help. They had to pose as civilians and say they're with a humanitarian effort. Thankfully, there was an organization there that helped them and let them use their name to pass. But it was a good 2 hours of waiting after I had last talked to him to find out if he made it through the border or if they had taken him captive and stripped him of everything and sent him back. Thankfully, he was let through. He is safe in Poland. And we will be arranging transport for him to come back. This is not obviously anywhere near what we thought was going to happen. The news is not reporting on this at all.
Well, what they're reporting is that the Russians are completely failing and there's nothing really over there to fight but just to liberate Ukraine, and saying that everything is totally fine. Come over and fight for us. And, oh, yeah, you can leave whenever you want. Most of the time, that's all I'm hearing on the subreddit for volunteers for Ukraine and stuff like that. And you can check that out for yourself. I'll have the links for this and for the subreddit down below. And you could just see what they were doing weeks ago. They were hyping this up. They were hyping everybody up to go and fight for the liberators and stuff like that. Like this is no big deal. And now, here you go. You see how this is playing out, right? They were lied to on so many different fronts. The news, of course, is not going to cover it because that's what the news does, right?
They're not reporting on this at all. This needs to be spread. They're not letting Americans, they're not letting any foreign aid leave. They're making them stay. They lied about letting people leave of their own accord. So we need to share this. We need to get it out. I don't know when Henry's going to make a TikTok. Hey guys, I
And
have
that's
an
it there. It
update
got
on
cut
Henry.
off. I believe she may have put out more as well, but we'll just leave it at that because that basically spells it all out. And then you get all these people saying, sounds like your husband shouldn't have been there in the first place. Well, yeah, I can almost kind of agree with that as what this person is saying, but not in the way that you're putting it. Yeah, if these people had actually known what they were getting into, rather than listening to the lies and the propaganda put out by the news media on the subreddits, which are clearly controlled, okay, let's just put it that way, then yeah, maybe they would have thought twice about it. But since they're being lied to and saying this is going to be a cakewalk, yeah, they feel like they were going to go over there and just have a walk in the park. But now their lives are in danger. And you have Ukrainians trying to keep them in there against their will. So think twice before you just listen to any propaganda that's on either side. But certainly don't believe that the lies that have been put out by the West. Anyways, guys, thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one.